I have a card for you that is really very simple to make, but has quite an impact, and it is this. This is a bridge, because you see here we have an acetate bridge panel card. The bridge strides the panels on the side, and then the card flips open. Then to reveal the inside, you actually can have it stand up that way as well, with your message inside or a sentiment in there. So you can have it that way, or you can display it in all its glory like that. Now, if you would like to learn how to make this bridge panel card, then stick with me and I'll show you how. Start with your card blank. I'm going to be making a 5x7 card, so I've cut my cardstock to 10x7. And the first thing you want to do is then score down the 5-inch mark there to form your 5x7. Now, if you already have a prepared card blank, then that line will already be in there. And in any case, open it up and turn it to the 7-inch side now. And then you want to score from the 1.5 inch down to that 5-inch score mark and stop. Come over to the 5.5 and do exactly the same up to that score line. There we are. Okay, missed that a little bit there. There we are. So you have your central score line and then your two panels now. Take your scissors and just cut up those score lines, and this is going to make your two side panels, which will be part of the bridge. See, it's going to sort of flop back and forth there. Now put it back in your scoreboard, unless you want to go ahead and put this into your trimmer and make your cut. But I'll show you, just in the event you don't have a trimmer, you want to go ahead and just, you can fold these back out of the way, like that. So it now is situated in your board like that. Come across the 9.5 inch mark, like that. And then you can just use your scissors to cut down there, or like I said, if you wanted to put it into your trimmer, you just cut it off that way. And I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Cut now, and I'm going to go ahead and fold and burnish those score lines. Right, so now you have a card that stands a bit like a tent, and you'll notice that it is a little shorter than the front here, where you took that 1/2 inch off. And you have these two panels, which will be joined with a piece of acetate later on. So the next thing I have are the mats and layers, and they are going to go onto the card like this. I have this piece of mirror card, which is going to be the mat. That is 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. And the layer, which is the pattern paper, is 3.5 by 4. For the side panels, I have these two pieces of mirror cardstock, and these are both cut at 1 1/4 by 4 3/4. And then the layers are 1 by 4.5. So that's all for the outside of the card. For the inside, I have a mat here that is cut at 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then a piece of just white cardstock for a message, which is 3.5 by 4.5, and that's going to go like that. Then on the sides, the panels will be made of these 2 pieces of mirror cardstock, which again are the 1 1/4 by 4 3/4, and the layers, which are 1 by 4 inches. And then I have another 2 pieces that will cover where the acetate bridge is going to be, and these are the 1 1/4 by 4 3/4, so you need 2 of those. Start putting down all our mats and layers, and on the front we're going to have this piece with a little bit of a white border around it now. I'm just going to bring in my tape runner. I decided to go with something a little different today rather than just the liquid glue. And I'm going to just let it rest where I want it before I press it into place. Let it go up just a little bit. Once that sticks, it's down. There we are. Alright. Then I have this piece, which is going to go in the center. Get it turned how I want it. I want it like that. I just leave my fingers behind there. I can keep my fingers on that tape before I let that rest in place there. Okay. Next are the panels. They're going to go like this with the layers on top, like so. I'm going to get those down next. These are the mats and layers for the front, and now it's becoming a bit heavier, so it will actually go towards the front a bit. Now we open it up, and we're going to place our side panels as well as the center. I'm going to go ahead and put my piece for the message in here like that. Do that first. Place these here, and on these sides there is the inside. Now for the bridge, I have some acetate here, and this is being cut at 1.5 inches by 6 7/8. And the reason I've cut it just a bit shorter is so that it doesn't extend beyond this 7-inch piece here. So that will go at the bottom down there like that. Pretty impossible to see, I know. That's going to go on the back like that. I'm going to put my tape here, and then these are going to get covered like that. Is the bridge with the acetate, and it's ready to decorate. Rummage through my die cuts, and I selected a few that I'm going to have a little play with to see where I could place them. And I think I'll start with this here, like that. And then that will be glued down to the side panel and to the acetate. Come in here with this. The sentiment I've chosen, this die cut of "With Love," that's going to go at the top there. Is the completed bridge panel card. As you see, it stands erect, and with all that extra weight in front, that helps for this to stay upright. So you just open it up like that, and then this will swing open to reveal your message, or if you want to stamp another sentiment in there, you could do so. And then you have these side panels, as well as these panels here, which are actually covering where the acetate joins. And I think that's a lovely little card. So much for joining me today. If you're already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified of any future tutorial that I post. I hope you'll try this card yourself, and that perhaps you'd even share it with a friend so that they too could make the bridge panel card. Until I see you again next time, please stay safe and crafty hugs. Bye.